Hello and welcome to another YouTube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. And today is my 5th video in my alphabet series. I will link the playlist of alphabet videos that I've done previously where I talk about subjects that are important to me or I've got experience with. We've gone through anxiety, body positivity, cruelty-free, dress sizes, and today is exercise. Now I'm filming this little bit at the top of a month, the month of September 2018. It's the 1st of September today, where I will be exercising every single day throughout the month of September. Now, this may not seem like much to some people who are heavily into exercise, but I have forever been a very, very sedentary person. When I was at school, I used to convince myself I hated exercise and I hated PE and things like that. As I grew older, a lot of my thoughts to do with exercise were for me to lose weight, and that's all I wanted to do exercise for. Now, about a year to 18 months ago, I sort of changed my opinion on myself and my body, and with that I started enjoying exercise, which seems mad to tell someone who previously fucking hated it, that I would enjoy it. Now, I thought I would document a month in my life where I exercise, as I said, for at least 30 minutes a day, and see how that makes me feel. Now, the emphasis on this month is that by the end of the month, I want to feel stronger. I want to feel, I want to sleep better. I want to have a clearer head. I want my mental health to improve. I want to be able to climb a set of stairs without feeling exhausted. And I thought that this would be a great way to do it. Now, as the month goes on, I'm going to be trying a whole host of different exercises, from the Couch to 5K app, which is actually what I'm about to go and do today, to yoga in my living room using YouTube, to different classes. I'd like to go to a clubber-size class. David's just started a boxing class that I'm keen to join him. I'm also going to be doing some swimming and just as much different types of exercise as I can fit in the month in terms of variety, just so I can see what I enjoy and what makes me feel good. I want those endorphins, guys. I want them. And as I said, the focus is certainly on my mental health and feeling stronger and feeling fitter. I feel like a lot of exercise channels and a lot of exercise knowledge that I have is all to do with losing weight. And now I'm not in a position where I want to lose weight. I'm very happy with my own bod. So yeah, it's really going to be a focus on that. So I'm excited. I feel a bit nervous. Just as I said, I'm very sedentary. I don't normally do any walking or any exercise or anything. The top of my exercise would probably be walking and the occasional little jog. There's a few sort of extra bits that I want to achieve in this month. One of the first ones is that I want to walk 10,000 steps a day, which is the minimum that you should be doing. I work in an office job, and I've recently got a Fitbit, and I knew I didn't do many steps, but basically my average amount of steps that I've been doing a day is 5,000, which is half the amount you should be doing. I basically walk from my car to my desk, get up a few times during the day to go to loo, to make my lunch, to pop to the photocopier, and that's it basically. So what I'm keen to do is to move more during the day as well, which I think will be much better. And yeah, so that's one of my main things as well. Now, as I said, I've got a Fitbit. I treated myself to this just to sort of help me out this month as well, just so I can get an idea of when I'm walking or when I am exercising, and I'm really looking forward to using this in conjunction with the month. So yeah, that's it at the head of the month. Those are my sort of hopes and aspirations that I hope that I'll be feeling better, sort of. Not that I'm feeling bad mentally at all, but I just feel like I know that exercise for many people really clears their head and makes them feel more themselves. So that's what I'm hoping for, to feel stronger, to be less breathless, to sleep better, and to not be as achy. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to now insert the month of exercise and then come at you at the end of the month talking about how I've felt. I wonder how that Lauren is.
Move nice and slow as we take the right arm over the left, and we're going to use the left hand to just guide the right arm into a stretch.
That's day one of yoga done, and I don't want to sound grumpy. I just don't know if yoga's for me. Now, first of all, I haven't got a yoga mat, so the carpet is really, really hurting my hands. But I mean, I feel better because I've been up now and I'm not going to be like rushing getting ready for work. So I've had a bit of a like chilled out, and done something before I've got ready for work. So like in terms of that, I feel like I'll feel better because of that. But I just don't know if yoga's for me. It's raining, but it's fun. I'm very blue because I'm about to do a body coach HIIT session, which is something I've never done before. My sister's super big fan of the body coach. I'm doing the absolute beginner's HIIT workout, which is 22 minutes and 23 seconds. I'm gonna do it now. I'm itching my eye and then I'm gonna do it. I just feel like I don't get on with yoga. I'm just not good at it and I don't enjoy it, and I really want to enjoy it. That was me exercising every day during September. Now, I'll start with a disclaimer. I didn't exercise every day during September. I took a day off because I had really bad period pains one day, and sometimes I think you've just got to say to yourself, take a day off, babes, just crack on. So that day I think I planned to do a bit of yoga, but I just got in and I just couldn't do it. Now, one thing I did notice, so I made some notes, and I just want to talk about some things that I did notice throughout the month, and things that I'm definitely going to keep on doing and things that I'm going to keep not doing. So I think the first thing I'll address is the fact that I didn't get on with yoga. I tried 3 different yoga sessions throughout the month. I didn't show everything in the video because a lot of it was like, there was a lot of couch to 5K, there was quite a lot of ballroom dancing, walking, a lot of yoga, and in YouTube videos like the HIIT sessions and things. So I just showed like a little snapshot of what I did during the month, and I just didn't get on with yoga, and I bet myself up about it for quite a while, sort of saying to myself, oh, maybe I need this, and maybe if I try this, and spoke to my cousin and my sister and my friend Emma, who are all big fans of yoga, and tried a few things they mentioned, and I don't know if it's just my mindset or if it's just not for me at this time, but it wasn't for me. And I got to the 3rd session and I was just like, do you know what, keep doing it. Don't, like, if this whole thing that I was doing, the whole exercise for a month, was supposed to be seeing what things I got on with and what things I didn't get on with. Well, don't force yourself to try and like something you don't like. So maybe I'll come back to yoga a bit later on in my life, but yeah, for me and for now it just wasn't there. But you can see I was disappointed because I wanted it to be enjoyable, but I just felt like it didn't do anything for me, and I felt very bored throughout. So that's one thing I didn't like. Some things that I did like, I absolutely loved getting back into Couch to 5K. So Couch to 5K is an app which helps you run from nothing to running a 5K. Now, I'm still taking part in the program. I really love it. You can listen to coaches that tell you when to stop and when to start when you're doing your running. You can also listen to music as you're going. I've been documenting my whole sort of like Couch to 5K. Every time I've been out for a run or done something to do with Couch to 5K, I put it on my Instagram stories, and I'm going to continue to do that. And I've loved it. Now, I'm actually at the stage now where I'm running for 5 minutes at a time, which doesn't sound like much, but for someone who couldn't even run, and I shit you not, 10 seconds, that is absolutely fantastic. Now, Dave and I went on holiday for a week towards the end of the time, and I forgot to take my headphones with me, so I couldn't do the Couch to 5K because you couldn't listen to the person who's telling you what to do. So that was annoying that I missed I missed out a week. And then when I got back, I did one of the sessions, and then we had friends come to stay for the weekend, and then I've been sick this week, so I've fallen quite behind on Couch to 5K, but I've definitely got plans to get back into doing that. And I think rather than what I would have done in the past, before I'd sort of like made myself realise that I actually am quite okay at exercise, I would have been like, oh, I've missed too long now, I just won't bother. So now what I'm going to do is, I'd got to the end of week 3 and my next run was supposed to be week 4 run week 4 run 1, but now when I start again, and I'm going to go tomorrow, I'm going to do week 3 run 3 and just get back into it because I really love it and I feel so amazing afterwards. And I never ever believed it myself that I'll be able to run for sort of 5 minutes straight, and even like wanting to run a little bit more after that. But I just feel so pumped when I get back, and I always feel in such a good mood when I get back. So that's something that I've loved and I'll definitely continue. Another thing that I loved, and happily David loved it with me that month, is we went to 2 dance lessons, ballroom lessons, which were absolutely fantastic. We just had the most fun ever. First time we went, we did tango and cha-cha, and we both loved tango, but David wasn't so mad on cha-cha. And then the second time we did tango and quick step, thank you, which we were both absolutely out of our depths with. We've actually been back a 3rd time, and we're going to start going every weekend or every other weekend. It's not like really high intensity exercise, but to get your body moving and just have a great time with someone else being there, with David being there. We both leave with such a big smile on our face, and we just love it. So that was something that I started doing this month because I thought I wanted a wide range of different things to do, not just your running and your yoga and your like fitness classes and things like that. I wanted to do some things a bit different, so that's really lovely that we're able to do that together, and we both we really loved it, didn't we, David?
We did.
And we're getting really good at tango now. So I feel very pleased. And it's just coincided with Strictly coming back. So we feel like quite the experts when we're talking. So yeah, those are 2 things I loved and something I didn't love so much. Just overall in general, the whole month I found that I was sleeping much better. So I go through phases where I sort of like spend like about an hour trying to get to sleep, and then sometimes I just fall asleep straight away. But this whole month I was literally going to bed and just falling asleep straight away because I was actually moving my body during the day, which was fantastic. And I had more energy, so it was easier for me to get up in the morning than it was for before when I was doing nothing. So I felt like I could just bounce out of bed, bit optimistic, but I was able to get out of bed in the morning much easier. In terms of the 10,000 steps a day, I did do 10,000 steps a day. As I mentioned before, I am in an office job. So it's hard to do 10,000 steps a day because a lot of my job involves me sitting down on the phone or on the computer. But my Fitbit, which I'm not wearing today, oh, that's like one of the first times I'm not wearing it, it's because it's on charge. My Fitbit, at 10 to the hour, if I haven't walked 250 steps that hour, it just gives me a little like vibrates and gets me to get up, which is really good because it meant that I was actually getting out of my chair much more than I would do. So I was moving much more than I would do. So even if I was just like nipping to the loo or going to make myself a cup of tea or going to do my printing in the printer the next room or something like that, I was actually getting out of my chair. So some nights I did find myself in the flat having got to 9,000 steps and wanted to do 10,000 steps, marching up and down for about 20 minutes, which I wouldn't advise because they're not proper steps. They are steps, but I was getting there eventually. And then when we were on holiday, because I'd planned to do a lot of running, I didn't have my earphones with me, so I didn't do that. But we did 20,000 steps a day when we were on holiday, which was just fantastic. And sometimes like more. One day we did like 27,000, which is amazing. So yeah, just the whole month has made me move much more and made me much more aware of like what my body can do. And yeah, I'm just going to continue to challenge myself to 10,000 steps a day. Sometimes it isn't achievable, just like if I've got a lot of meetings and things like that, then I can't get up and walk around and just walk around the building once or anything. Minnie, don't do that. Minnie's scratching my chair. But yeah, I'm going to definitely continue to challenge myself to 10,000 steps a day because that's absolutely the minimum I should be doing. So yeah, the main thing I wanted to take away from this though, and that if you are an exerciser and you exercise a lot, then bloody hats off to you, because the most challenging thing I found for the whole month was time management. So it's things like, if I had plans in the evening, so if I was going to a friend's house, I've got a group of friends, I've got a few group of friends, but we've got arrangements with like another couple or a group of my friends where we go there for dinner or they come here for dinner. Well, if they're coming here for dinner, that's fine. I can do a quick HIIT session or I can go out for a quick run or something like that. But if I'm going to a friend's house, then a few times I ended up like taking my bag to a friend's house, getting changed and going for a run before I was due to be back at their house for like 7 o'clock and things like that. So hats off to you if you managed to fit this into your day. Also, washing my hair became a problem because I was like, well, I don't want to wash my hair now because I've got, I'm going running tomorrow, and then the day after that I've got HIIT, and I know I get really sweaty at HIIT. So yeah, just washing my hair and just weather, like one day it was really raining and I didn't want to go out for a run, and I did, and I really had to force myself, and I did, and I'm so bloody glad I did. But ordinarily, like, weather really is like restricts you, like maybe not so much, and like it's getting darker now, so I'll be unable to go out for as many runs by myself as I normally would. But yeah, so if you are an exerciser and you manage to exercise on the regular, then congratulations, because it is hard work and fitting it into time management. But yeah, so that was the month. I don't know how helpful this video will be to people. It was more like a bit of an experiment for myself. I'm really pleased I did it. And the main thing I'm going to take away from it is that I'm much better at exercise than I gave myself credit for. So I'm definitely going to carry on with the ballroom dance, and we're absolutely loving it. Definitely going to carry on with Couch to 5K. If you want to see my journey of Couch to 5K, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm at Lauren and the Books, and I've got one of my Instagram story highlights is C25K, and you can see how everything's going on there. So I'm really enjoying doing that, and I will continue to do that until I can run 5K. So yeah, so that's it from me in terms of exercise. Would love to hear from you guys what some of your favourite forms of exercise are, what your relationship's like with exercise, how you manage to fit exercise into a busy schedule. Sometimes, another thing I found myself doing, this is a postscript, another thing I found myself doing was just making time for exercise, which I'd never done before. I'd always been like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it, so never mind. But because I'd given myself this challenge of 30 days of exercise, then I was like, well, you've got to do some. So if you can't go out because it's raining, then do a yoga video. Or if you can't go out, or if you've got friends coming around, then quick, go now, because they're going to be here in half hour, go and do a run. So yeah, I'd be really interested to hear how people fit yoga and stuff, exercise into busy lives. So that's it from me. I hope you all enjoyed it. As I said, I will link my alphabet playlist down below if you're interested in watching any of my other videos, and I will see you all again soon for another BookTube video.